introduction for our next insanely funny individual. He's a man who's always wanted to do comedy. During school, he was constantly sent to the principal's office. And in corporate America, he's constantly being sent to HR. A warm round of applause for your next comic, Mr. John Grapek.
Hey, it's great to see you all here. Great crowd. Thanks for coming. My name is John Grapek. And before I start, I just want to make an announcement. This is kind of exciting. And November 18th, I'm going to be in Las Vegas at the Laugh Factory. It's in the Tropicana Hotel. I don't know if anyone's going to be there, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, I got Robin Williams tickets. So I'm excited about that. So I'm like, I'm a little bit older, right? So anybody here have teenagers? You have teenagers? Yeah. And you're clapping? So they're amazing because they just stay in their bedrooms, right? Has anybody? I have a son, he's 16 now, right? He doesn't come out of his room. I don't even know if he's alive. I have to leave food out when I go to sleep and see if it's there in the morning. Apparently they graze at night. So, you know, when I was his age, right, we would go out all the time. You know, it's like you just had to be home for dinner. There were no cell phones. You just go out, right? So we would, like my friend around the corner, he had a basketball hoop in the driveway, and we would go there, and we'd smoke pot right by the basketball hoop. Right? Or another guy there's another guy in my neighborhood, his parents gave him a nice car, and we would be hitchhiking, and he would pass us, so we all hated him. So we did like a group project, and we actually made Molotov cocktail and threw it in his car, right? So we did stuff. The kids now, they play Grand Theft Auto, and they just play these violent games. It's amazing. Yeah. Oh, I saw the speech yesterday, President Obama. Right? Apparently, there's trouble with the website. So they had a lady there from Delaware. She's the first person to sign up in her state. Instead, it took her 7 hours to sign up, right? I thought, well, that's only like twice what it takes now when you call a health care company. So especially when you have a lot of kids, you spend like half your life on the phone, right? Doing this, the doctors, you got to know all their birthdays. I saw road construction just the other day. You know, I went by, and it really got me mad because they're wearing those yellow vests, right? There's like 20 people. There's one guy with a jackhammer. I know you don't see him, right? Like 19 watching him. Now, if I wasn't a comedian and actually made money, that'd be my tax dollars being wasted. You know, and then the worst thing is they get high pay per the hour, right? Overtime, benefits, and every time I've applied, I haven't even heard back. So it's just annoying. So how about those signs? You know, they got those signs, right, that flash your, speed limit, 65, your speed. And the other day I went by one, I said, oh shit, and I had to speed up. That's what happens when you get older, you know. So I'm a little worried if I can keep doing this, because I know in a few years it'll be like, you know how when older people talk now? You know, they say like, oh, did you see that movie, starring, the like 7 theaters, and oh yeah, I saw it. So that's the way it goes. So being a parent, though, now you have the teenagers, right? But there's so many different roles that you actually perform. Like when the kids are real small, you know, you'd be going somewhere with them, and then you find out your first role as a dad is your garbage can. You know, here, hold this, right? Hold that. And then later on, you're in Disney World, you find out you're a coat hanger. And then I remember being under my car, changing the oil and doing stuff, and say, hey, Dad, have you seen my gray hoodie? So what, am I a psychic? Right? So that's part of, and then they got into computers, and you become a systems administrator without being paid. It's torture. And then, like as I said, you get into all the phone calls, right? And you spend all this time on the phone. They don't appreciate it. You know, finally they get old enough to leave home, and it's like, I'm not talking to you anymore. But so what really gets me is being on the phone, and you just push all the buttons now you have the voice thing, and they don't understand New Jersey accent, so. But finally, you get someone on the phone, and it just drives me nuts. So I, just to ease my own tension about it, sometimes someone will pick up the phone, and I'll say to them, hey, oh, I'm so glad to get you, I want to pay 3 months in advance by dropping my credit card. Could you hold on for a second? Thank you for holding. The customer will be with you shortly. My call is important to me. Please continue to hold. Thank you very much. Oh, one more thing too. I have a website, johngrapek.com. It just got upgraded, so you can buy my CDs. I got Allman Brothers. I got my own Dead CDs. So thanks very much.
John Grapek, everybody.